Welcome to Joint Effort PAs, where two orthopedic surgery PAs get real about life in medicine. From tips and tricks to professional growth, work-life balance, and everything in between. We're here to share what we've learned and what we're still figuring out. Let's get into it. Happy New Year's, everybody.
Yeah. Happy New Year, January 1st.
Yes.
We made it.
As it is actually January 1st as we record this right now.
So pulse check. Did you survive December?
I survived December. Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I don't feel like it's over. I guess my body hasn't transitioned yet.
No, definitely
I'm still
not.
in fight or flight.
Yeah, no, you can't go to bed last night and wake up today and like it's all different.
Yeah.
It's still the same.
I slept for 4 hours.
So technically I didn't sleep, but
yeah, so that's contributing to my fight or flight. But it doesn't feel real yet. I think some of the insanity of December will bleed into early January, and I'm not sure when that will end. Possibly.
Yeah, looking at our schedule.
March, never?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Looking at our schedule, the answer is February 3rd.
February 3rd specifically.
Yeah. It's the overflow. It's the December aftermath, which is not really reprieve.
It's the hangover, if you will.
It is the hangover in a dry month for some. Yes.
I mean, I don't know. Do you do dry January? Is that a thing for you?
No, I think about it every year.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say intentions because I don't like to restrict because it's just setting me up for failure.
Yeah.
But I'll make like intentions and like, I don't want to say promises, but I'll outline my thoughts.
Yeah. I don't like to promise anything to myself.
No. Yeah. Well, I said last night, I was like, I don't really want to drink anything. I had 2 tequila sodas. So like,
yeah.
I
drank tequila sodas last night. Yeah.
And I wasn't intending to, but.
Okay. Do you like a tequila soda? That's
I do.
One of my go-to favorites.
No,
and everybody thinks it's disgusting.
It's not disgusting. If you have enough lime in it, it's not disgusting.
Yeah.
But I was not intending on doing that. But then I had one and I was like, well, I'll have another one.
Yeah. All right. So what shall we start with? Some highs of the year?
Yeah, let's do a recap.
Yeah.
So how do you think your 2025 went? Professionally, personally, like how did it go?
Oh, wow. What a year. No, personally, 2025 was a big year for me. I feel like I let go of everything that wasn't serving me in 2025 and I have moved on to greener pastures. Doing only things that serve me and I enjoy. It's interesting when you like make big shifts in life like that. Yeah. People who you don't expect to notice, like the number of either staff or friends that I don't see super regularly and talk to that I'll see for the first time in a while. And they're like, something has seemed different. Like you seem like you're doing really good and like awesome and stuff. I'm like, wow, yeah. Like something's changed and they noticed this positive change that I didn't even notice. Yeah. And I'm like, wow, it was like, was it that obvious how miserable I was before?
I would go immediately to that. I would be like, oh, thank you so much. Also, was I miserable? It's like when people tell you you're tired, you're like, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Or sometimes when people are like, oh, wow, like you're, I don't know, your hair looks really good. Your makeup looks really good today or something. And I'm like, did I look like shit yesterday?
Yeah. Like, what's your comparison? You weren't expecting for me to look like this today? Perfect.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think 2025 overall was a good year. I don't think I had any specific milestone things like personally or professionally, but I feel like mentally I'm in a very good place. Not that I wasn't in a good place in 2024. But steady. Yeah.
And that's good. Like to not have a major dip is a plus.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys did the first Misha.
Yeah.
That's big.
Professionally, we did the first Misha. So a new procedure that was like really cool this year. And it was an evolution. It started early in 25 talking about it and then talking about it more and then meeting with the reps and then scheduling cadaver lab and then like doing it. And I think we've done about a dozen.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. So that was really, really cool. We did a couple really cool surgeries. I can remember some quad tendon repairs and reconstructions where we used grafts and there was a braiding situation. Like it was so cool. I'd have to draw it out for you. It was awesome. Double pec tendon repair.
Oh yeah.
That was really cool.
I remember that.
Yeah. And you know, for lack of a better descriptive word, we pushed our limits like in surgery and clinic. I think I learned a lot about that.
Yeah.
So I think I do really well under pressure, like pushing limits.
Yeah.
I don't deconstruct. I'm not like, oh my God, you know, but I mean, I was telling you about this a couple of weeks ago. We had a conversation as we enter the busy part of our year, like in clinic, what is your max? Like, what will you do before you lose your mind? And I was like, oh, I'll see 40 patients.
Yeah.
Right. And previous years that's happened, but my number last year was 35.
Yeah.
Right. So I
So
was
it's
like, okay.
growing.
So it was 40. That means like 15 extra patients a week, not counting the patients that I see after surgery. And that was every day in clinic. So I don't feel like it hit my limit, but it wore my patience.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm physically capable, but the extra stuff when you ask me like, hey, can you make these 5 phone calls? Or like, unfortunately, like bleeding over into personal life, like, hey, can you stop at the grocery store on the way home? And I'm like, fuck no to all the other things.
Yeah.
Like,
It can't.
no, like you
That's
guys.
the 41st thing to do today.
Yeah, no, the 40 things, I've run my limit. My cup is full. You ask for more things. And then it was like a dial switch. I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
What about you? Like in clinic and surgery and in hand world, you guys did a lot of conferences this year.
We did a lot of conferences. I mean, we try to do a conference every year. I feel like, I think the biggest thing is, we want to increase like our shoulder arthroplasty volume and, the thumb implant we were talking about. So we're going to go to a lab for that. I'm sure we'll find some conference that inspires in some other way to do something different. I love that.
Do you think, as I'm looking at our outline for today, do you think that you incorporated ChatGPT more than you thought you would into?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Definitely into professional.
Yeah.
But even more so into personal life.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't use it for your personal life as much?
No.
Okay. So
Examples.
I just ask it unhinged questions about like, I will have like
when will I die?
Or like, when is my expiration date? No, like for example, this morning I was like, fuck, I've slept like shit for the past like 4 days. I don't know why. I just like keep waking up at 3 o'clock. You know, you go through the cycles where I don't know, the moon is full or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I ruining all of my progress? Like, are all of my workouts for nothing? And am I about to crumble into pieces?
Yeah. What's the next?
So I use
shoe?
him honestly for like, he is very, what's the word? He gives you only positive advice. He tells you what you want to hear. So in those moments where I'm like,
needing to hear that. Yeah.
I need the positive reinforcement. He's like, absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay.
You know how Spotify does your year in review?
Yeah.
Okay. So does ChatGPT. And God, and he'll tell you like, what's the thing you asked about most this year?
Did
you should ask him. Ask him for your year in review.
What did you ask the most about?
So my most repeated phrases: help me write a caption. Can you design a skeleton hand doing XYZ?
Fair.
Because
it's obsessed.
Why is my Garmin doing this? Should I tip for Botox? I only asked that a couple of times. Okay. Right. And how many calories do I need to eat for this workout? Whatever. He knows a lot about me. Okay. This was like unhinged and I felt personally attacked. Your skeleton usage stats. You requested skeleton hand graphics more times than you slept. You got deep sleep and CMS approved your biceps tenodesis.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I ask him for like verbiage when I'm doing the peer-to-peers. Yeah. Total skeletons generated, too many. Let's see. Orthopedic PA highlights. Argued with insurance companies like it was your second full-time job.
Yes.
And explained CMC arthritis options more times than you said hi to your husband.
Oh my God. Also true.
I was like, oh my God. He knows me. Yeah. Asked if distance running shrinks glutes approximately 74 times.
Oh my God. But it does though.
And did
But it does though.
I know, but I need the reinforcement that it's not. And that's why I asked about how many calories.
74% of the time it told you yes, right?
No, it told me if I'm fueling appropriately. I won't. But then underneath that, it said I did long runs while severely underfueled like a Victorian child with a stinger waffle. Most Googled by you via me. How many calories should I eat before / during / after / in my sleep / through osmosis?
Oh my God. That's amazing.
2026 predictions. You will run another race. You will PR. You will ask if it's going to shrink your glutes. You will design more skeleton art. You will force me to draw a skeleton doing a reverse total shoulder, and you will flourish.
Oh,
So like half of it was kind, half of it was really
wow.
Yeah, hurtful.
That's
Maybe I needed
amazing.
to hear it though.
That's amazing. I just did mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's wild.
So I used it a lot for like outlines for what we talk about on the podcast. So of course mine looks like very work related. Yeah. So like blah, 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 blah. And it ends with, the big picture. If I have to summarize your year in one sentence, you're trying to learn orthopedics. You're trying to learn how to exist powerfully inside of it without losing yourself. That's true,
knows
though.
you.
I know.
Yes.
I am searching to do that.
Yeah.
And humor is a coping mechanism.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Emotional labor will be the first thing you drop. This is predictions from ChatGPT. Stop managing everyone's feelings. Stop being the buffer by default. Your communication style will get shorter and stronger. That's amazing.
Yeah. Like
fewer apologies, fewer qualifiers, more declarative sentences. I feel like it's pretty direct, and it's not short, but it's pretty direct right now. Let's see. Your clinical confidence will be unquestionable. The politics will be the problem. Is that a crystal ball?
I mean, it's not wrong.
It's not wrong. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's a little bit scary how well.
Yeah. In 2024 to 2025, we're about realizing the problem. 2026 will be about deciding what you will and won't tolerate. Not louder, not angrier, just done negotiating your worth. Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
It has great confidence in you.
It sure does.
Yeah.
We're gonna be besties in 26 apparently. I just don't use it for personal life.
I think
Maybe I should.
I think you should.
Okay.
I'm a fan of it. I do think that it can sometimes lead you into spiraling and to think that all the things you're doing are right, even when they're not.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I'm going to listen to it 78% of the time.
So besides what ChatGPT tells you that you should or shouldn't do, what stands out in your mind about like wins that you had this year?
I just feel like this year I got more confident with everything. Life. Clinically too. I mean, the more you do things or the more you do anything, the more confident you get in it. But like pushing the threshold of volume and numbers, that is something that early on it's hard to do because you're still like, I mean, you're not even as confident in your diagnosis.
It's not where your head should be. Right?
Yeah. And then it just comes more naturally at one point.
Yeah.
And then you get like a little bit of the imposter syndrome where you're like, am I like even actually doing anything? Like, do I know what I'm doing? Yeah. I probably don't. And then you spiral.
Well, and this is so typical. So I feel, again, professionally, I feel like I'm in a very good place. I don't think clinical decision making right now is strenuous or hard. Yeah. It still remains thoughtful and I still strive to do the best job, but I don't feel like I'm stuck, like thinking about like, oh, I don't know the answer because I don't know what I don't know. Yeah. We had twice this week where we had a patient. I saw the patient on Monday and it was a guy and he tore his quad and clinically it looked like it. I ultrasounded it and the guy's MRI was like delayed for 10 days. So I'm like, no, it's not getting ultrasound. Let's just sign up for surgery. Yeah. And I literally just went through the motions, forgot to discuss it with my surgeon. Yeah. And it was the night before and I was like,
oh my God.
Hey, so I put this guy on tomorrow. There's no MRI. I didn't even show you the ultrasound films, but
like, I think it's torn.
No, like I didn't say I think it's torn. I said it's torn. Yeah. And he was like, okay. Like, but also I read the text that said, okay, but I also like read it and it said to me, are you sure? And I was like, wait, but it doesn't say that, but that's me. Like, it's me still
totally.
in my head about it.
Yeah. Like, is the okay like a, like, okay.
Yeah.
Or is it like I trust you? Yeah.
No, it was B, but it still felt a little bit like A because I think my inner voice is still.
You were making it feel like it.
Yeah. And we had another one where this girl fell down the stairs and her MRI was like, maybe it's your PCL, maybe it's your ACL, maybe it's your MPFL. And one of those, like clinically, you have to see. So I saw her, sent her to therapy, saw her back. And I was like, no, it's her ACL. Mm-hmm. And the night before, the doc was like, are you sure it's not the PCL? And I was like, oh my God. Like
I don't know.
Now that you're asking me, I don't. It's tomorrow. I hope it's not. And then like same thing with the MPFL. And then I looked back in my note and in my pre-op note, I was like right knee pain, MRI scan shows questionable this, clinically consistent with ACL insufficiency, absolutely 100% not her MPFL is literally what my note said.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my God, I knew he was going to ask me.
Yeah.
And I needed to look back at my confident self 6 weeks ago.
I know.
When I saw her.
No, those instances can feel good, but also like so stressful. I think we talked about this once, but like, so getting into a case and like I only
I hope I'm right.
Like I hope I'm right. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like that kid with the muscle that was entrapped in his fracture.
Yes.
Yeah. I think those moments like feel equally as good, but they also, if you're someone that questions yourself, which I don't know, arguably you should be.
I should. I don't
ourselves.
ever want to be overconfident. Even when I like meet new PAs or new providers and they're overconfident, it's such a turnoff because you have to have that doubt a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to check yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Like confidence is good, but overconfidence I think is detrimental. So I'm glad that still exists inside of me.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want it to not exist inside of me, but I'm glad that like I can, for the majority of the day, go through the motions and actually enjoy more when I get those things that I'm like, ooh, this is like, I'm really having to think through this more than typical.
I love the complicated stuff. I really, really do. I think, and I love that I'm not like, ooh, I don't know, pause. Let me go talk to my doc and I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, collaboration, love it. Great. I 100% want his opinion, but when it echoes what I'm thinking, it makes me feel good.
Yeah. I love that. What about like from a scheduling perspective, like busier than last year?
Yeah, it felt there was a dip in like July, August, which I feel like is always the case. But once it hit September 1st, I feel like we were running.
Yeah.
Like it just felt like a never ending race.
Yeah. And like the Tetris board.
Oh,
was the Tetris board, do you feel like as the years go on, you get better at the Tetris board or like it always feels like it's constantly crumbling and that sensation? I don't know. I'm asking for myself. Does this get better with time?
It does. Yeah. No, it does. I think, like I said, I think we tested our thresholds a little bit. Not that as we get more experience and as we get older and wiser and better, I don't know. Yeah. I don't think we want to continue to run that line of like off the cliff and just on the edge of the cliff. I think it has to be like a busy, comfortable line. And I the toe hits the line. It hit it a couple times in December.
I'm dipping it in the pool. I love to.
Yeah, no, I know. It runs that line, but I feel like I'm not reckless about it.
Yeah.
And we will have a built-in reprieve. Like January will be a little bit of a reprieve, but I hate to let the guard down because if we swing the pendulum the other way and then we're like, oh yeah, we're done at 2 every day, then that does not set us up for success. So I feel like I am like stoking the fire constantly to try to keep everything going. But it's hard. It's hard being that person all the time, right? It's also, I feel like I can be the fall man too, because if it works well, praise. You're amazing. Great. And if it doesn't, everyone's like, die. I'm like, oh, okay.
I hate you. Why did you
I
make
know.
things this
Like,
way?
why do you do this?
Yeah.
Why? Let's sit down and have a talk about why you are terrible. And I'm like, oh, I mean, it's extreme. I'm being dramatic, but you know, it's chaos. Again,
it is chaos.
It's like that person that balances all the plates and you're like, don't fall.
Yeah. And, sans how you feel on the inside past all of these things, you're also trying to manage, like, do people on the outside hate me for trying to push them to their breaking point? Like, I'm trying to also push others around me to their breaking points and keep...
I ask myself that every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, do they hate me today? But also, like, I care about what they think, kind of. But at the same time, when you see me really trying to push everybody, it gets exhausting to pull those along that just are not on that same wavelength.
That don't want to themselves,
it's exhausting. So when I have people that don't meet my level of like drive and expectation, it is doubly infuriating.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Like I just do. And that is internal and I've dealt with that for years and I can't let that make me be disappointed in those around me because you need people that are the motivators and you need people that aren't. Like you just need that in order to make things balance. So, I also think this year and going into next year has given me perspective. So I think I have better perspective just for the whole like 10,000 foot view.
Yeah. What about taking things personally?
No,
I feel like as an outsider, I don't feel like you're somebody that does. And maybe you do internalize it better.
It literally happened twice this year where I let something affect me personally and it like consumes me.
Yeah.
Until I talk about it and let it go. And I can remember 2 instances.
Is one of
literally
those instances very recent?
Yes, that was one of them. Okay. Yeah. But, and it literally consumes my personality so much so that after I let it go, I found myself being like way more not serious and like can have fun, like whatever.
Yeah.
But when I'm annoyed by something, I can't hear the background noise. Like I can't hear you trying to make a joke with me. I can't hear, like I miss it.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, need to mentally process this. And once I'm done metabolizing it, I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah. It happened to me more than twice this year. Maybe twice a month. I don't know, but I turn into a different person. And that's something that like, I don't like to. I like to try to go into the day, even if I'm like not in that right mindset. If I fake myself into being in a good mood and a positive energy and manic Hannah.
But that's exhausting.
There you go, Emily.
Yeah. But that's exhausting.
It is exhausting, but it can sometimes force you to be that and to feel that way.
Do you then get in your car and then you turn like the air on and you just like mentally pass out
and drive home in silence?
Yes.
Like no music. Yeah, several times. But yeah, I think letting things affect you that's something I do have to work on. Like, do people hate me because I'm pushing them to the brinks, or like just taking personally something that is absolutely not your fault? Like, I don't know, a case goes bad, the day goes long. Like, man, what did I do? Like, could I have organized this better? Could I have done better? And those things don't always exist.
But that is the point of like end of year reflection, right?
Yes.
I mean, I think if you don't take things personally and you're super robotic and mechanical, you're not relatable.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, okay, like let her do her thing. And, you know, I feel like it's hard to work in a team when you're so much on that level. And when you take things personally, those around you are like, oh my God, she's human.
Yeah. So there we go. We'll look at it positively. I'm to everybody who saw me as a human this year.
Wait, did you cry at all at work?
Did I cry at work?
Okay, wait, did you cry? Did you come close to crying, or did you cry in private?
I have not actually, like, I don't think I've physically cried. There was a couple of times this year where I was like, I feel like I should probably cry and I would feel better.
Yeah.
And I like
tried to.
I tried to force it out and I was like, ugh.
I've done that, and then you just stare.
And I was like, oh my God. And I'm like listening to the saddest music I can procure in my car, like parked in a corner, like, all right, I'm ready. Like, I'm going to have this session. And it just didn't happen. I came very close one day. Yeah.
Like shaky voice. Close.
I was shaky voice.
Yeah.
I think you walked in the room at some point when I like hid myself in a room and I was like, it's about to go down right now. Like, I didn't ever want this to happen here physically, but it's happening. And yeah, it almost did. But 2026 is a new year. Yeah. Maybe
that's your year. I'm not sure.
Maybe it's going to happen this year. Let's hope not.
So again, I don't really want to talk about any lows, but did you have any lows?
I mean, that.
And I know, but like, okay, but I'm not.
Almost crying in a room.
Almost crying in a room. I really, though, don't think that the lows are like, I don't know. I mean, it's not like a therapy session where we talk about the lows. I think it's moments where you've learned from that, right?
Yeah.
Like, again, if you're talking about the time that you almost cried in the room and couldn't make yourself cry in the car, maybe that means in 2026, you'll take things less personal, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Already taking it less personal.
Or schedule some personal crying time
that I can't procure, apparently.
Yeah. Were there any professional or personal relationships that strengthened for you this year?
That strengthened for me.
Or that you developed that you weren't expecting? Coworker or something like that?
I feel like, I mean, we've had the same team consistently now for 2 years now. Let's see, we brought on our second medical assistant, almost 2 years ago. So that just gets stronger every year. Yeah. I mean, I feel like, yeah.
Did you let go of relationships that, like you said earlier, that just weren't serving you?
Totally.
Yeah.
I am the queen of letting go of relationships that don't serve me. So
that's good,
if
though.
you don't serve me in 2026,
see ya.
Adios.
No, but I think that's really important. I think as you get older, just in life, I think that's something you have to do.
Yeah.
Even if it's a relationship that's been there for a really long time for whatever reason, if it's not serving you and you fear it, you're like, oh my God, it's gonna be such a whole thing. And then you do it and you're like,
I'm fine.
I'm fine. And that was way easier than I thought.
Yeah. And
should have done that a while ago.
Yeah. And then it's better.
Yeah.
What about like time off and vacations and stuff? Like, how did you feel about that this year for yourself?
So post COVID, right? So COVID was weird. We had a lot of time, whether it was desired or not, professionally, that my kids were home all the time, like weren't in school.
Yeah.
My husband works outside the home. So do I. So he didn't have the whole like force to be at home. So I never went through that transition that a lot of families went through where now everybody's at home. I'm still very much not at home. And we had done like 2020, 2021, this big RV trip. And that was probably the longest family vacation we've taken. It was maybe like 12 days where we rented an RV, drove up north, saw a ton of family, did a whole thing. It was awesome. And that unfortunately/fortunately set the standard for my husband of what we now will do. And I continue to fight that because I'm like, I don't want to. Okay. Not that I don't like my family, love my family, but 12 days is a long time.
It is.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
So with Christmas, right? Christmas was on a Thursday. Christmas Eve was on a Wednesday. Wednesday to Sunday was 5 days. That's a perfect amount of time.
Yeah.
7 days is long. We did this year. We went on a cruise. I liked it. I didn't love it. It was 7 days. It was adventure. But the length of time was long.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like I don't like vacations. I think for me, when I commit to that length of time, it's a little bit stressful.
Yeah. And I think that's just like it's a personality thing too. Like some people, like that's the more vacations, the better. And the longer they are, the better.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not there. And I brought this up because I was looking at your PTO email was sitting here on this side. There's a large chunk.
But mine looks like yours.
Okay.
Mine
that
looks
makes
exactly
me feel,
like yours. Yeah. But I also, so we did a cruise with the family. My husband and I got away this year. We went to Jamaica for 4 days. That was cool. Cannot say I do that every year. Did a bunch of weekend stuff. We're going on a skiing trip again, but it's funny you asked that because I guess it must've been last week, I was looking at, and we talk about like, what are we going to do this year?
Yeah.
So we'll do a beach vacation, which we always do in the summertime. I took off a little bit of time at Thanksgiving, aka 1 day. I might do a week next year.
Yeah.
I think that
like around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because my oldest is a junior, so she will enter her senior year. So now this whole perspective thing, I'm starting to feel like, oh my God, this is going to be the last, whatever.
Yeah.
And we were talking last week. She's a junior. Like I have to take her on college tours. They don't occur after 5 or on Saturday. So I have to take some days off to do that. So I'm trying to allow myself some forgiveness with that.
Yeah.
Because I don't like to take random days off to do not meaningful stuff. But this is the definition of meaningful. Yeah. So I'm going to try to allow myself some grace with that type of stuff.
Well, and I think that's the biggest thing, the meaningful stuff.
Yes.
Because I have gone back and forth with this. I feel like over the past year, I hear from a lot of people around me, like, you need to take vacation, you need to take more time. And like, that's great. And I know that only comes with like good intentions, people saying that to me, but I don't want to. And you can't make me want to.
I know.
I only want to if it's intentional. Like, I am not the type of person who's just going to take a week off to go sit by myself in a beach house and like enjoy it. I'm not going to enjoy it. And everybody's like, no, you will, like, because you'll be disconnected and just like forget about stuff. But I won't. I can't do it.
It's like, it's the same thing with like the holidays, right? Yeah. So today it's New Year's Day. Like, let's sleep in. I can't. Yeah. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Or like, let's go on vacation and, maybe we just won't work out. And I was like, I'll probably just go for a run. Like, I don't know. I'm just hardwired in that way. So I think, I'm going to be a little bit better about vacation time. It's still going to be not enough. It just never is. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
if I find things that intentionally warrant it, then I will. For me, that just happens to be conferences most of the time. Everybody's like, oh, conference isn't vacation. But like, it kind of is. I don't know.
It is, but I would do a conference and be like, maybe there's a half marathon the same day. Like, I mean,
right. Yeah. Like I'll travel for a couple of runs or something. There's a conference that I was looking at that is in Orlando. And I'm like, I'll totally have my sister-in-law meet up with me. And we'll go to Epcot for a day or something. Like, you can make them fun. Yeah. And also there's just a lot of other like-minded people around it. You can I go sit at the hotel bar and
See
Like
what
that's a
happens.
vacation for me.
Get a tequila soda.
Get a couple tequila sodas, see where the night takes me, Sounds amazing to me.
Yeah. But I think, like I said, I'm just not hardwired to do that. And I think in another phase of life, again, if I have kids in college, I'm taking off and going to see them play this or that, or go watch their school play a football game. But I've got my oldest, again, she's a junior. She'll play soccer this spring and her games will be during the week. Like I know that I will have to make some concessions with other stuff, but I will. I'll just figure it out.
Yeah. You'll take it as it comes.
Yeah. What about saying no? We've talked about this multiple times. Do you have any thoughts going into 2026?
I will say no to things if I don't want to do them. And I think on the outside, sometimes to people, it looks like I'm saying yes too much, but I
Want to
truly
do
only
things.
say yes to the things that I want to do. Like I am not being dishonest about I'm not on the inside shriveling up like, oh yes, I actually don't want to say yes. No, if I say yes to something, I want to do it, whether or not I have the capacity to do it or the bandwidth is another story, but I'll create that bandwidth. It'll come from somewhere.
Okay.
I'm going to get real. Do you ever get bitter inside because you feel like you are going above and beyond in ways
I go above
that
and beyond
aren't
all
matched?
the time. Yeah. All the
it's
time.
just not matched.
It is
That's
my
life.
biggest flaw. And if I have to review myself right now, which I guess I am always perpetually disappointed with those people around me.
Yeah. I know.
am.
Yeah. I don't like that in myself because I want to be the type of person who's like, okay, I am doing this because I truly want to. I'm giving this 120% because that's what I want to do.
I don't want my name attached to it if it's not 120%. I don't want the 86%. I don't want people to know that I was behind that. Yeah. So if I was the team that gives 40, 50, 60, I then have to give 120. But again, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you continue to do that, your 40, 50, 60s will never give more.
I know. Yeah.
So, advice I get all the time is let those around you fail and it will teach them. And I can't do it.
Yeah. No.
I can't do it.
Can't do it.
So maybe 2026, I'll watch that happen. But then like the wrong person will be watching and be like, she sucks.
Yeah. No. I'm not ready for that. No. I don't know. No, 2026, new year, same me as far as that. No changes will occur there. I will still be just as unhinged and wild with my expectations of myself.
I plan to be a lot more assertive administratively this year. And I'm saying assertive because I don't want to use the word disruptive, but I've got some thoughts. I really do.
Yeah.
And
you have good thoughts.
I do have good thoughts and I continue to gain confidence with those and I hold them internally, but I feel like they're going to bleed out this year.
Yeah.
In a good way.
You reach a breaking point sometimes.
Yeah, that's right.
I had a moment. Do you get this? The other day, I had a patient that one of our medical assistants was asking about our protocol for MRSA positive totals. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, these are the pre-meds that I send and everything. Look at patient XYZ's chart. It's the same stuff that I sent for them. And I was like, what happened to that patient? Like, I don't remember seeing them back recently. Like, where did they go? Yeah. And I look back and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen them in 3 months. Where are they?
Yeah. It's really
and now
funny.
I'm like, there's probably 20 or 30 floating out there like that. Like,
so it's really funny how that stuff happens. I saw a guy this year that he came in for his knee, right? And he said, hey, can you look at the back of my leg? Like something cut the back of my leg, whatever. So did the knee and he happened to roll up his pant leg and he had this deep, festering, disgusting wound. And I'm like, oh my God. So I ended up seeing him a week later, wet to dry dressing. It got worse. Antibiotics, culture wasn't infected. It was just deep and continued to get deeper. And it was right before like mid-November. And he was like, I'm going on a 2-week camping trip like in Minnesota. Oh. So I ordered a wound vac for him. And again, this guy I saw for his knee. Now it's the back of his calf. So I ordered a wound vac for him. And he stopped and he was like, not for nothing. And thank you so much for everything you've done. But like, this is not your specialty. And I said, I hear you. Like he questioned like what I was doing essentially. Yeah. He goes, and I've talked to a couple friends. And then he was like, I want an MRI. I want to go to the wound clinic. Mm-hmm. And I said, fine. Like, I don't think an MRI is going to change anything, but fine, whatever. Yeah. Got an MRI. It's not It's not in his bone.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
it's the meaty part of his calf. So he goes to the wound clinic, and the wound clinic was like, we're not going to do the wound vac dressing change. Because I said, if you take off the wound vac and then they go to there, I need them to put it back on.
Yeah.
You know? So anyway, he went there. It was kind of a dead end. Long story short, he hated the thing that came with it, you know, like the backpack
You have to carry with it, yeah.
and the sound, whatever. And I saw him right before his trip, and that thing closed 100%.
Yeah.
And when, as you say, you like remember these people. And I told him, I said, when you get back from your trip, like I will literally think about you the entire time. When you get back, just throw me a message.
Yeah.
And he didn't. And randomly mid-December, I told my medical assistant, I'm like, you call him. And he stopped by the office, came in. He goes, I just want to show you my leg. Like, thank you so much. And I was kind of like,
that feels good.
it did feel good.
Yeah.
No, it felt really good because I've seen, and I remember them when you get a really bad wound and it just turns into a crater within seconds. You know what I mean? I feel like you miss those things. And had I not been like, yeah, let me look at that for you. Yeah. I don't know what would have happened.
Yeah.
You know,
just gone off to the woods and gone septic.
Yeah, no. But no, that was good. I got a lot of hugs this year. Like a lot of patients, we finished their treatment and I got a, you know, and
like
you know,
that.
so like you get to know these people.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, no, that does, that makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I feel like we've got, especially with, I feel this way about our totals specifically. Maybe that's part of the reason I enjoy doing them so much. I feel like I develop stronger relationships with these people for whatever reason.
Yeah, you take them through their whole course. There's like a lot of emotional things with it and their families and.
Yeah, I just feel like I get to know them a lot better, you know.
Yeah. We
don't keep people in the hospital as much anymore, but like I'm just seeing them a lot and I don't know. I like that. So, but yeah, I don't know that I was ending my year with some fairly unhinged things, to be fair.
Yeah, no, you definitely have. Do you have any specific stories that you'd like to share?
The t-shirt I just showed you, which I will not share that out loud.
Cannot.
Yeah, even for this. Yeah, no, I mean, I unearthed some skills in myself that I hadn't performed since my athletic training days. And interestingly enough, I was taught how to do them in ways that I was not taught how to do them in school. And so that was special for me. Yeah.
We are going to unpack that at a later time. Yeah. It's going to be in some type of like, you know, happy hour recollection situation.
Yeah. I'll have 2 tequila sodas.
Yeah.
And then I will not hold back at all
with
what happened with that. So yeah, you know what I was thinking about yesterday? This is so freaking random.
Okay.
And I will add this in here because I haven't thought about this in years. I think it was because we heard from one of our good friends the other day. Texted us. Is she still in Florida?
No, she's in Pennsylvania. Blast from the past. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So she messaged us, and this is the thought that came to my mind. We were going on a beer trolley.
Pub trolley.
A pub trolley. Driving in an Uber down there.
It was 10 years ago.
This was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, my eye feels really weird. Beth, is something in my eye.
And we were sitting in the back of a 4-door something, and there was 4 grown people in the back. So you were sitting on someone's lap and I was next to you. So when I turned to look in your eye, I'm like right next to you.
You were like, there's a hair in there. And Beth pulled out the hair, and
it was 6 inches.
It was like a full ass hair from like the length of my normal hair. Whole thing was like, I had like tourniquet eye from the hair.
Oh my God, that was amazing. I remember that very clearly. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, my eye felt so much better after.
That was so funny. I know.
Where did that come from?
I don't know, but that I thought of that too when I got that text. Actually, I think of that PA often because I still have a provider that comes in and brings us bagels every 3rd visit and says and asks how this person is doing every time.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And it's 10 years later.
And she hasn't been forgotten. See, that's the impact I want to leave on people.
I know.
Love it. Okay, so I feel like, you know, overall take on 2025. Would I do it again? Yes.
Yeah. No, I think it was a solid year. I think watching you professionally, you have done a really good job and you are a solid member of the hand team. And not that you weren't previously, but you just, there's so much more that I've seen you do this year.
Yeah.
So that's really
it's fun to grow
watch.
into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And watching you mentor the urgent care providers and students, like it's just a weird thing to watch because you were that student at one time. Yeah.
Yourself.
So I think that's been really fun to watch.
I joke with people all the time. I'm like, my goal in life is to become Beth. And I had a couple of patients. This was like midway through the year, one specific patient I'm thinking of. And I came in the room and she was like, you know who you remind me of? Because you've treated them before you guys have done surgery on them.
Yeah.
And she was like, you remind me of Beth. And my surgeon heard it and was like, oh my God, you literally just like made her day. And then she looked at it. She said that he reminded her of a younger version of your doctor.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, we're becoming.
You are. You are metamorphosizing.
We're morphing into a subset.
Yeah.
Like
it's cool. I mean, it's again, surround yourself by people that also have your same goals and expectations is very rewarding.
Yeah.
But again, I think one of the best things that came out of this year was, again, we were out on a Friday night talking about doing a podcast and I was like, yes. And then I was just casually talking about it. And then we threw out 20 ideas and we were like, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
It's happened.
And then we did it. Yeah.
And it's still happening.
Yeah.
And I feel it's very successful. I'm so glad you said yes to it because this was the project that always needed to happen.
To launch. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Agreed.
So I think goals for this in 26, just continue on.
Yeah.
Hopefully come up with some more unhinged and fun topics. And just stay consistent with it. So
I think we did a good mix. We did some educational like case studies. We did a lot more of just talking about the life that we live, which I think we'll continue to do that because it's special.
It's special. And I hope some of you find it relatable.
Agreed.
And if you don't, it's still fun to listen to. So keep listening and liking and subscribing and sharing with everybody and make us have 2026 be the year that Joint Effort PAs goes viral.
Yes. Yes. And we'll bring more YouTubes.
Yes. More recording so you can see the chaos happen.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time.
Thanks for tuning in to Joint Effort PAs. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a fellow PA or med-minded friend. You can also follow us on Instagram at Joint Effort PAs for updates and extra content. See you next time.